Hi guys, welcome back to Mama's Kitchen. So today I'm going to show you guys how to make the best banana bread ever. So in a bowl, I already have 2 cups of all-purpose flour and a teaspoon of baking soda, and I have preheated my oven to 350. So after I am done mixing that, I'm going to, in a separate bowl, I'm going to take my 2 eggs, my almost melted butter. So I just take my softened butter and I melted it a little bit. So basically melted. And I'm going to take some brown sugar. So I just added 2 eggs, half cup of butter, and 3/4 cup of sugar. And then I'm just gonna add a dash of vanilla. I'm not really measuring. I'm just gonna add a little bit. Vanilla makes everything better. So I'm just adding. And then I'm actually adding a little bit of cinnamon in. So just give it that nice flavor. It's a lot, but and I'm gonna mix that up. I'm just making sure my eggs are nice and beaten and my sugar is well incorporated. And I added brown sugar. It doesn't matter if it's light or dark. I used light brown sugar, but really you can use any brown sugar of choice. And now I'm just mixing it up. Like that. Now I have 2 overripe bananas. They were actually frozen before, so I just microwaved them for about 5 minutes. No, not 5 minutes, 30 seconds. Don't know where I got 5 minutes from. But no, don't microwave your bananas for 5 minutes. Please don't. That will be a disaster. Okay, now I'm just gonna chop these up with my spoon. And I'm actually gonna switch to a fork, because then I can actually mash up the bananas. You don't want any lumps of banana in there. So I want to add a little bit of more cinnamon. So I added about a teaspoon in of cinnamon. You can add in more or less. It's your preference. But as you see, there's still like lumps in here. Don't know if you can see that, but there is lumps of banana. You just saw that big lump. There's that. So we're going to keep on mixing, and then when it's well incorporated, I will show you. Okay, so most of my lumps are gone in my thing. So now I'm going to bring back my all-purpose flour mixture. And if you guys are wondering why I didn't add any salt, and because my butter was already salted. If your butter is already salted, you don't need to add salt, but if it's not, maybe you can add like half a teaspoon or 1/4. So I'm just gonna shake some cinnamon into there. And I'm just gonna give it a nice toss. Doesn't really mix. Oh my goodness, my vanilla splashed all over my hand. But it's okay because when you're baking, you can get messy. So I'm just adding one more little thing of vanilla, and then I'm gonna. So now I'm just gonna add in half of my mixture. Adding half of my banana mixture into my flour mixture, and I'm just folding it. And if your bananas are a little smaller or bigger, you can always add one. So my bananas were like a medium size, so I used 2. So now I'm just gonna add in the rest of my batter. And then I'm going to mix that all up. Just adding all that egg at the bottom. Make sure you got it. And make sure you get the bottom, because usually I find like flour at the bottom when I'm like putting it into a pan, and I'm like, oh no. So you don't want it to be too thick like cookie dough, but you also don't want it to be too thin like pancake mix. It should be like a cake consistency. So if you take it onto your spoon, it should not fall off like that. It should slowly fall off like in big clumps like that. So mine is a little thicker, so it's good. I think I love cinnamon, so I'm just gonna add a little more. I don't want that. Should I do this? And that is good to go. Okay, so our batter is done, and I'm just gonna take my pan here, my loaf pan, and I have my piece of parchment paper, and I'm just laying my piece of parchment paper down. I need 2 pieces, and I measured it before, so it's the right size. And then I'm just gonna take my batter and in like that. That's great. And then we're just gonna pour everything in the thing into the batter, into the like loaf. Okay, guys. So the banana bread is done cooking. It is cooked from yesterday, and it is nice and moist. And I have cut it, and it is cool. And now I'm gonna try a piece. It's actually really good. It's not too sweet, but it's also not too like much of a bread. It's nice and it's soft, and then the end it's like nice a crust almost, like it's like not like an actual crust, it's like thicker than the other one. So overall I give this a thumbs up. So subscribe to Mama's Kitchen for